If Dwayne Johnson wants to be embarrassed and humiliated and smashed in front of the entire world against Roman Reigns, he's welcome to step in against the tribal chief.
Number one?
Number one. Absolutely. I mean, the Horsemen were at their peak in 1986. And Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson left for WWE in 1988. And that was really the height of the Horsemen. A couple of years. The Dangerous Alliance, I will admit, was a collective of talent the likes of which no one had ever seen before. But we didn't get that long of a run. We weren't even together for a year. There's the NWO, but how long did their impact last? Mm-hmm. So there were some great factions, DX, Evolution, the Heyman family. Mm-hmm. These were some really great factions, but to maintain on top, to consistently main event at the absolute highest level, no one has ever done it like the Bloodline. And we control all the championships. And we will control the Raw Tag Team Championships once RK Bros stop skirting the issue and actually step into the ring with the Usos in a unification. That's up to Dwayne Johnson. If Dwayne Johnson wants to be embarrassed and humiliated and smashed in front of the entire world against Roman Reigns, he's welcome to step in against the tribal chief. My goodness, what box office that would be. Imagine the box office that could be driven by Roman Reigns versus Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in which you get to see the tribal chief smash The Rock.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It'd be significant. And now, what is there been any rumblings of that? Is that something on the horizon you think is a possibility, or is it just simply just a dream match until a dream becomes a reality?
You know, I had a friend who was a very prominent litigator, and you used to be involved in, lawsuits that were, hundreds of millions of dollars. ExxonMobil and, AT&T and, multi-billion-dollar corporations, way beyond the scope of most people's imagination. And he would tell stories that sometimes he'd go into the CEO and say, well, the settlement offer is $350 million. And the CEOs would say, I want $1 billion. And he would say to the opposition, cut me the check. And he'd walk into the CEO's office and he'd put down a check for $350 million and say, take a good look at it, and then tell me no. We can speculate all we want about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stepping into the ring with Roman Reigns. It's masturbatory fantasies until there's a piece of paper in front of us with Dwayne Johnson's signature on it. Then I know it's real. And until then, it's just fantasy. It's fantasy of Dwayne Johnson's to come and get the rub from the tribal chief Roman Reigns. It's fantasy of Dwayne Johnson to feel the energy of 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 people live cheering on as the tribal chief smashes The Rock. Fantasy of Dwayne Johnson to step into the ring with the greatest of all time, Roman Reigns, then, now, and forever. And until he puts his name on a contract, it's just his fantasy.